previously on Mechanist RPG.
The lance strikes and he is unhorsed in the dust.
We're innocent. The warrior says so.
So you see that Adam Dannett, once he hit the dust, he didn't. He laid there for several seconds and didn't move at all. And then it now appears that he is starting to seize. So next will be the Equestrian challenge. Then we can do either that, or we can go to them trying to get into the Dannett tent again.
Let's do the Equestrian and then go to dinner.
I was going to be very quick about it, but okay.
Hi! Now! With the adventure! What's happening now?
So,
How does the Equestrian work?
So, like the archery competition will work, and like I detailed, the drinking challenge is going to work, is you're going to be riding around and you're going to do a series of different jumps and challenges, and they're going to increase in difficulty each time. So this is all going to go off of your animal handling as you're trying to make the horse look good. Nothing you do with your body will really influence that much. So the first challenge will be a routine 6, and they'll increase from there to 9, 12, 15, and to 8 and 18.
Okay.
They're not going to do 21 because that's too hard. And then whoever gets the most criticals at the end through all of the different difficulties wins.
So if I fail a challenge, am I done for the rest of it? Or
I will say... One sec, 9, 12, 15,
I
18.
lost it. I accepted that
I will
fact.
say if you fail 2 challenges in a row, then you are disqualified, yeah.
okay. And I have ride for my animal handling.
Okay, yeah, that's a bonus die.
Okay.
That'll work.
So the bonus die is I get to roll another die, and then I count the same number, or I get.
You get to roll an additional die with the rest of your animal handling, and then you count the most highest, and you don't count.
Okay. That extra one.
Discard one.
The bonus, yeah, the bonus is just
Alright. I'm ready.
okay, so just go ahead and go, and then I'm just gonna try to like auto sim what other people are able to do for different criticals.
Alright.
You want me to roll against her?
No.
Okay.
Okay. That's 17.
Okay. Shit. So that succeeds by 11. Which means you got 3 critical degrees.
GG.
GG. This one's 9.
Also 16.
Also 16. So that one you succeeded by 7. Which is 2 critical degrees. This one's 12.
Do better. That's also 16.
Also 16. Okay, you succeed, but it's not technically critical, so it's a 1.
Okay. Oops. Alright. That 22.
22. Okay, so that succeeds by 7.
2 criticals.
Yeah, which is 2 criticals. And one more. This is 18.
That's 3 is 18. 22 again.
GG, you succeed with 1. Okay, so
That is OP, troops.
yeah, that's pretty OP.
Not like my bow shooting skills, though.
Or like my agility.
You know that part in Lord of the Rings?
How many people you went up against? Nope, that's too high. Okay.
I'm just looking at the numbers. My numbers.
Oh, your numbers? Okay. Don't look anywhere important.
Hmm. Rolling.
I'm just thinking of it.
I can roll too, guys. I got a 16 and a 15. Alright, guys, what's that?
You roll a d20.
I'll roll a d20.
Yep, you roll a
31
d20.
plus 10 is 31.
17.
Alright, so, you narrowly won the Equestrian Challenge.
Hey!
There are a couple of people, there were 8 contestants in total, and 3 other contestants got a total of 8 critical degrees, but no one was quite able to reach your total of 9.
Yay.
Yay, and I think, I don't know, there should be some uniquely special prize that you win out of this. I think you should be able to get a new horse. They'll gift you with a new. Do you want a broodmare or a brood or a stallion?
Stallion.
Okay, so they'll gift you with a new Destrier stallion.
Gee.
As kind of the purpose of this is to show off the best horse flesh from all around.
Shit, I just rolled
The
2 ones.
Welcome to my world.
Never
With
doing that again.
agility. I'm gonna roll a
Alright,
d20
GG.
for agility now.
Okay, so the day's specific events are now over. So it's now the afternoon. And, so you are going to still try to make it into the dance, Dende.
There's a dance?
Danet tent.
Good.
Damn it.
Pay attention.
So, we arrive there
You arrive at the Danet tent.
with myself and Ulrich and Maester
Julian.
and I would like to tell the guard at the Danet tent, I know you will not allow me to see your master. However, this Maester has a great deal of experience in poisons and diagnosis, and he may be significantly more able to help than I, and is a Maester of King's Landing, not of House Mechanists.
Or persuasion.
Persuasion.
Convince?
Convince.
Okay. 18.
Okay. So he says, well, I don't much trust you personally. But, I suppose Maester Ferris could have all of the help, from King's Landing that he could get. So he allows Maester Julian to pass into the tent.
Perfect. I'm ready to go back to Tent Mechanists.
Okay.
That was all I wanted.
Alright.
So after some time, Maester Julian returns to you, and he says, well, I've seen Adam Dennett, and I have, talked with, Maester Ferris about his condition, and we're not sure what to do. It appears Adam Dennett has been sweating profusely and has been mostly unconscious, and hasn't been lucid since he went down in the joust, and he's sweating profusely. He appears to be vomiting, and he has excessive amounts of diarrhea at the same time, and they have found blood in both.
He has dysentery.
I would like to find out if that is corresponding with the poison that I discovered with Maester Julian.
Okay, roll knowledge.
Education?
Education. Well, what you're saying is you want to remember if that's corresponding to the Tears of Bliss that you found? Okay, so that's cunning, because that's memory.
Even better. 15.
It appears that Adam Dennett has been subjected to the Tears of Bliss.
Damn it! I freaking called that yesterday!
Yeah, but you did leave the poison with
Right,
Master
that was intentional.
Julian, and it would probably do us good for us to tell someone.
Yeah.
Instead of, this is probably this, because we're not going to diagnose somebody that we poisoned ourselves.
Maester Julian, do you still have the vial and the powder we discovered from distilling the poison?
He says he left it in the Maester's building. Where you found it.
He left it there. Damn it.
Well, as long as it's locked
weed.
up. As long as it's locked up, I'm not here. Thoughts, everybody? We're gonna get called in for this.
We should find Grandmaster Pycelle as an advisor to King Robert, as the only maester with enough authority to convince him of our innocence.
That's a good idea.
Alright, I
if
want
we
to
can get on
ask Maester Julian where Grandmaster Pycelle would be, since this is likely going to be pointed at us, and he knows that we were forthcoming in bringing the poison to the attention of the King's Landing Maesters.
Okay. Roll persuasion.
Alright, Bob.
Regular convince.
Convince.
We need you not to fuck this up.
13.
So he says, well, it's quite late in the afternoon. I don't know where Grandmaster Pycelle would be specifically, but I'm sure we would be able to track him down. He's probably somewhere in the Red Keep.
Alright, let's track him down.
Let's all go with Maester Julian
Okay.
to the Red Keep.
Does
Okay.
that include me?
Yes.
Should someone stay here just to watch over and make sure nothing bad happens? Nothing else is planted on us or so.
Well,
That would be me.
Yeah,
I will sit in
if he
camp.
wants to.
And be a good person.
okay. Don't kill anyone while we're gone.
I smoke my pipe. I accept my
Okay.
life and smoke my pipe.
So you guys leave and head toward the Red Keep.
I'm gonna roll awareness right now. Just get that out of the way.
This is good. This was about Mikey.
10, 18.
So, right as about your companions leave and get quite far away, maybe like 10-15 minutes. Several wards run by, several guards of House Dennett, shouting that Adam Dennett has died.
Alright.
I call for the boy.
For Neil Rivers?
Yep.
Okay.
And I don't have any money. I walk over to... oh shit, I don't have anything.
This
Alright,
is about to
do you
get really
remember-
bad, isn't it?
I'm gonna perform persuasion
Okay.
and tell him, you remember your father, right? He's headed in that direction. Go as fast as you can and get him.
Okay.
And tell him that we are about to be screwed. No, tell him 8th has sent you with important news, but you don't know what that news is. I'm not trusting him with important information, okay?
Well, I mean, he's probably heard too. All of
Tell
the
him
little
Dennis
servants.
died.
Most of the tourney grounds knows that Adam Dennett has died.
Does that include you guys?
That does not include
Okay.
them because they left the tourney grounds.
Go get them and tell them that Adam Dennett has died.
Alright.
Oop, I made a 4.
It's fine. It was a 0.
He works for us.
I didn't tell you to roll persuasion.
Oh, okay.
You just rolled it on your own.
You did tell him, didn't you?
No.
Run as fast
Told him I
as
was
you
gonna
can.
make him roll awareness, but then he just did it anyway. So it's just
He's an expert.
So, you guys are walking and you are nearing the Red Keep.
I continue to sit there, but I start to mess with my arrows and pretend like I'm getting my bow ready and getting myself ready.
Okay. And you walk up, or you guys are approaching the Red Keep. And Neil runs up to you and he tells you the news that Dennett has succumbed.
Well, crap.
Well, it makes it even more urgent that we get with Julian to see Pycelle.
Okay.
I would like to tell Neil to return to 8th and to not antagonize anyone, especially the Danets or the guards.
That was probably smart of you.
Pretend everything is normal, but be ready to move in case of trouble.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Do I even need to persuade him on this, or is he going to be down for this?
He'll be fine. He'll do it.
Okay. Then continue to the Red Keep.
Okay. So, you guys proceed to the Red Keep, and you arrive at the same locked gate that you found yesterday. And there is also no one inside.
I'd like to ask Maester Julian if he can open the gate.
Okay. Roll persuasion.
Ooh.
Oh, that was a good one.
17.
No, he doesn't have a key.
I'd like to pick lock.
You're gonna pick the lock.
No. Just call out like we did to see if there's anyone
I'd
near
like
the
to see
gate.
if there's another door.
Okay, roll awareness.
There's not another door, is there?
I
Just
don't
call
know.
out to see if
Roll
anyone's there.
awareness.
14.
17.
There's not another door.
I would like to call out to see if there's anyone around to hear us and let us out.
Okay, roll persuasion.
Persuasion?
That's the closest thing to a shout thing. To a shout, can you hear me?
6.
Alright, that's barely enough. So a grizzly and grumpy member of the King's Guard walks out and greets you.
We need to speak to Maester Pycelle. It is a medical emergency.
The King's Guard just kind of glares at you and grunts at you, and then retreats back into the Red Keep.
I'd like to call out and
But
say,
patience. These guys, you do not want these guys pissed off at
okay,
you.
then we'll wait patiently.
Okay.
For 5 minutes.
How
Nothing
long?
happens.
How long do my companions suggest we wait?
Just a couple minutes, because, I mean, we had Julian with us, so if he's gonna come back, he's gonna come back as soon as able.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to turn to Julian and say, you need to convince the guard that we be allowed in.
He says, I will do my best if he returns, but Sir Marin Trent isn't the most isn't the nicest member of the King's Guard. He's not the most accomplished.
I would like to pick lock.
You're gonna pick the lock, okay?
Okay.
Roll thievery, pick lock. Realizing that this is the gate to the Red Keep.
18, no. 5. No.
Yeah, no.
Like, it just
No,
broke
bro.
in the lock.
This is the hardest lock to crack in the entirety of the Seven Kingdoms.
Also,
I
they
guess
would
not
arrest us
the
for
hardest.
treason if we...
But extremely.
I would like to call out for him again.
Okay, roll persuasion.
You get more than 3, don't you?
No. 16.
Okay.
18, pardon.
Okay, you call out, but nothing happens.
What's Ulrich's athletics?
6. What do you want me to do?
Would you be able to scale and, like, get in a window or something?
Just lift the
That would be
gate.
agility.
Could he just rip the door off its hinges?
That would be athletic strength.
And probably treason?
Yeah.
Definitely treason.
I want to make sure everything's okay, but I'm not committing treason for a debt.
Well, perhaps not treason, but definitely threatening and endangering the king, which will get you in just as much trouble.
Yeah, why don't we ask Julian if there's any other place that Master Pycelle might be.
She's doing that.
Okay, roll persuasion. It's a 6.
Yeah. 11.
Okay, so you ask and he says, well, the only other place I could think would be in the Maester's quarters. We can go check there.
Will it take long to arrive in the Maester's quarters?
No, it's quite close. It's quite nearby.
Let's hurry.
Yeah, let's run over there and see if he's
Yeah,
there.
we'll check there.
Okay, so roll athletics to see how quickly you get there.
Hey, an 8!
Got an 8? Okay.
Here we go.
Didn't fall on my face!
Our guys gets there first.
Let's see. That's
27.
Probably something like that.
only a 20.
Okay, well, you all get there fine, is the point. None of you, like, stumble or fall or anything on their way. So you rush over, and the door appears to be slightly off of its hinges. It's closed, but it appears to be slightly off of its hinges.
Wait. So, but all of us were with Julian before anyone has been there, so we have a credible witness
Yes, you
as
do.
to our whereabouts.
Unless someone, the priest was broken.
I'd
And
like
may
to
still be inside.
convince Julian to open the door and go inside.
Okay.
I would like to.
17.
Okay, he's like, well, I've never done anything like this before, but he goes and he pushes the door and it creaks open, and he goes inside and he lights a match, and he lights the candle that was on his desk.
I would like to roll awareness to make sure that it's safe in there for Julian.
Okay.
Let's also roll just in case.
Oops, that was 2. 15.
13.
Okay. So, it appears to be safe. It appears to have been ransacked. You don't know whether this is,
No!
You don't know whether this is in connection to your troubles though, because a lot of stuff is missing. It appears that they took anything and everything valuable.
I'd like to search for the vial and the powder.
Okay? Roll awareness.
It's gone.
Actually, you'd have to go into the back room for that. So
I'd like to go in the back room.
Okay, so you
I
move
would
into
get
the
out.
back room.
Get the fuck out. GTFO,
And
It's
bitches.
gonna be gone!
And things appear to be more of the same. Tables have been turned. Papers have been thrown everywhere. It appears a couple of books have actually been, like, ripped and gone through.
I'd like to know which books are the ones that have pages missing.
I'd like to GTFO if I were you guys.
All of the pages are there. It just appears like they were, like,
Okay.
going through them to see if there's anything hidden in them. And things
Then
like
I'd like to check on the status of the vial and the powder.
Okay, so you're gonna look for if you can find it.
Awareness?
Yeah, that'd be awareness notice.
Okay. 13.
17.
Okay. So, you guys talk, and you remember that you had left it, like, at the end of a certain table, that is now, on its side, and you look over, and it appears the vial was broken in the corner, and the white powder is there, but it is exposed to the air.
Okay. You should contain that as the maester.
I would like to contain both of them and salvage them so that they are protected.
Okay. Do a knowledge roll.
Education or regular?
Education is fine.
26.
Okay, so you
I'm
know-
sorry. I just kept 2 dice. 21.
That's still fine. So you know that it would be extremely dangerous to touch the powder. So you go and you fetch, basically their version of a broom and something to sweep it into, very carefully, and you make sure that nobody breathes heavily next to it, because if you inhale it, you will also be exposed to the poison.
Okay. So is it contained now?
You'd have to do another awareness roll to see if there's anything else in the room that you could put it in. It seems that a lot of the glassware and more expensive things are either broken on the floor or have been taken.
I'll do that, and I want my companions to help search as well. This is critical.
Okay.
19.
Okay, so you are able to find, it kind of looks like an Erlenmeyer flask.
Troops is a Hufflepuff. Nobody gets that reference, but it's okay.
You find something that kind of looks like an Erlenmeyer flask and an appropriate cork.
Okay.
Great.
I would like to put the powder into that flask.
Okay, that's going to be an agility roll.
I suggest
I would
the
like
rest of
somebody
us
else
stand
to
back.
put the powder
It's
into
going
that
to
flask.
involve really calm hands.
Who has good agility?
I have 3 agility.
3.
What is Maester Julian's agility?
2.
Alright. I'll
Cat,
do it.
me and Maester Julian and Ulrich should all step back, out of the way.
Lol. Just watches Barabano just walks up to it and
13.
everybody goes, nope.
That's fine. You slowly and carefully pour it into the flask and cork it. So it is contained.
I would also like to take the old flask that it came in, all of the pieces of that, and contain those on one sheet of parchment or something.
It's probably a bad idea because those have been exposed to powder. So if you really want,
He wants to get rid of it, is what he's trying to do.
No, he's trying to keep it so that
Evidence.
it's evidence. So, can I just drop those into the flask as well?
yeah, you poured those in along with the powder
Okay.
into the
Okay.
flask.
Okay. We'll just keep all of that in the flask.
I think that we should keep this on us from now on, because... Actually, no, we should leave it here, because it's already been ransacked. They're not going to come back.
I think maybe we should give it to Master Julian.
Mr. Julian?
Agree.
I think we should also keep an eye on Mr. Julian because he could be in danger if someone's trying to, well, one, steal from the maesters, or 2, use this poison.
One of our 2 athletic people should stay.
I'll stay
we should just take him with us to go try again to find Pycelle.
Okay.
Need to keep him safe. So, do you guys want to go back to the Red Keep, or
Yes. I would.
We'll give it another shot.
yeah, let's try that again, I guess. Let's go back to the Red Keep.
Okay. So you're once again standing in front of that locked gate before the Red Keep, and like before, there is no one in sight.
Great job they do guarding this place.
Call out again.
Okay, roll persuasion.
14.
For a moment, nothing appears to happen.
Like to wait another moment.
And then a younger member of the King's Guard appears. And he looks at you all and he's like, yes, what do you want?
Ask
we
Julian
must-
what the guy's name is.
Okay, roll persuasion.
14.
Alright. Julian's gonna roll knowledge. He says,
Yeah, pretty much.
this is a member of the King's Guard, Sir Jaime Lannister.
Great.
It's Baby King's
Okay. I'll speak to him and say, Sir Jaime, there is an emergency at the tournament. We must speak with Grandmaster Pycelle immediately.
Roll persuasion.
Convince?
Yep.
Big frickin' money, okay. Okay, that'll do.
That wasn't bad at all.
18.
Okay. Sir Jamie looks at you and he says, are you the people who made Sir Trant go and get him?
Yes. Yes. Yeah, I would like to say yes.
And he says, okay, I believe Sir Trant was looking, and I believe he found him, so he should be on his way. Pycelle moves excruciatingly slowly, as you know.
Alright. We should wait for him.
I'd like to ask, was he summoned to this gate?
Roll persuasion.
Yep. He
19.
won.
Is that 19? Yeah, that's 19.
Won at life.
Sir Jamie says, yes, I believe Trant was bringing him here.
Alright. I think we should wait for it.
Yeah, Ulrich, would you like to run back to camp and tell 8th what's going on, since you're going to be the fastest of us?
I'm debating between does 8th need to know, or should I stand here and guard our now 2 maesters, just in case?
Yeah, maybe so. Would you like for me to run back and tell 8th, or is it okay?
It's okay.
Don't know anything what's going on.
Let me be clear. Sussy, 8th is sitting with his pipe and he's very happy right now.
Has he cracked into his mysterious weed yet?
He's thinking about it, but no. He's keeping that under lock and key. He is also thinking about calling several of the Danik crew over and asking them if they want to smoke the weed.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, that's good.
When we come back, they're all going to be blazed out of their minds.
Hey, Danik people, I know we just killed your lord, but you want to come over here and smoke a mysterious herb that I don't know.
So high they forget about us.
That I don't know what it does, and I bought it from a lady who said it would make you weak.
Yeah, sounds about right. And then I avoid putting it in my pipe and just smoking my own thing.
Wow.
Okay, so, after an hour, Sir Marin Trent finally arrives with a slowly shuffling Maester Pycelle.
Smoke weed every day. Have you guys heard that time? Have you guys heard that?
Yeah, that's what I just quoted.
Okay, cool.
Have we just been chatting with Sir Jamie Lannister this whole time?
Sir Jamie has been kind of like bouncing back and forth.
Okay.
He's been checking on other things, but he returns and stands next to the gate, silently every once in a while.
That's cool enough for me.
Alright. I'd like Maester
Julian Pycelle.
I'm thinking. I'm one too. Maester Julian to tell Maester Pycelle what happened.
Okay. So, right when they arrive, Sir Marin opens the gate, and Sir Marin, Sir Jamie, and Maester Pycelle all move to your guys' side of the gate and close the gate again. And the 2 Kingsguard are just kind of hanging out. They don't really care what's going on. But Maester Pycelle says, what? Now, what are you men all on about?
A few days back, I was given a strange brown paper parcel with a mysterious substance inside, which I enlisted the help of one of your understudies to discover what it was made of. We have identified it as this poison, and Adam Dennett has since passed away, likely through the use of this poison. We wish to reveal this evidence to you so that when this comes to the King's attention, you may know that you have our assistance in uncovering this mystery and all of the information we bring.
Roll persuasion.
have my ass handed to me. 15.
That's enough. So Paisel says, I once encountered a case with the Tears of Bliss many years ago. A traveling Bravosi merchant, I believe it was subjected to that particularly nasty poison at a feast, I believe. It only takes a couple drops for a lethal dose to take hold, and I witnessed a most painful death. The poison attacks the stomach and the bowels, you see, and it caused profuse bleeding and septic fluids and all sorts of painfulness. But I see that you have brought this this matter to my attention as quickly as you can, and I am willing to testify in this matter if need be, that you what you have told me here.
I would like to test to see if I know how long it takes for this poison to take effect.
Okay. That's knowledge education.
I should have done that a long time ago.
Yeah, you should have.
Just thought of that. Did you think of it before? Yeah.
But I mean, that's not my expertise there.
17.
Okay, so you know that it depends a lot on the amount of dosage up front. That will have a lot to do with how fast it works. If they're subjected to a larger dose, they're just going to die a lot faster. But a lethal dose could potentially drag on for quite some time. But you know that it's in this case the average is 12 to 16 hours.
You gonna die or are you okay?
I'm fine, just have the hiccups.
Okay, cool.
I would like to recommend to Daniel that we turn over the poison to Maester Paisel.
Indeed, I agree.
So
Give him the poison.
Okay.
Like, hand it to him, don't like poison.
So you're giving the poison.
administer the poison to
You're
Maester
gonna die
Paisel.
too! So Paisel takes the flask with shaky hands. And it's kind of sketchy because you think it may or may not drop it at any moment. But he holds it close to his body, and he says, "This is a dosage of the Tears of Bliss. Are you sure?"
According to our tests, it is the Tears of Bliss.
Okay, roll persuasion.
Hi, go find the mountain and see if he wants to get a high.
10.
Actually, you should get him high right before the melee.
That's what I was thinking.
Keep a little
Our trouble.
Oh, I'm sorry, we gave you the wrong broken vial in a flask. Here's the right one.
So he says, "Oh, so you were given the appropriate. You were given the poison in a liquid state in the hilt of a dagger. You said, and then you boiled it down and to test its chemical properties, and this is the powder that resulted from that."
Actually, he never mentioned the dagger.
He didn't?
No.
I'm pretty sure you said I was gifted this poison.
I didn't. I
He
specifically
said it came
didn't.
in a paper
Okay,
package.
then that's my own.
Oh, dang it. I thought
That's
that was
not-
a really
that's
cool
not-
plus thing.
That's not Paisel's slip up, and that's just my slip up. Okay, so he says, so you're gifted this poison in its liquid state, and blah, 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 you
Yes.
said. Okay.
And additionally, the Maester's laboratory has been ransacked, and this is now in fragments due to the effects of those thieves.
Okay, roll persuasion.
I probably shouldn't have said that.
I think you should.
And we didn't do it.
You're screwed.
Yeah.
He just fucked up.
11.
He says, do you have any witnesses or an alibi to these claims?
Here's one of your Maesters who watched us not do it. He opened the door and found it.
And so Julian rolls for his own persuasion.
Julian's gonna fail now.
And he says, no, Pycelle, I was with them the entire time. I'm sorry I abandoned my post, but I heard that there was a noble at the tourney that needed my assistance.
And Pycelle takes it?
And Pycelle believes it.
Thank God.
He also berates Julian for leaving his post, and it sounds like Julian is going to get a demotion for this.
Okay.
Well said.
That is too bad. We haven't even gotten to the Maester's Conclave yet.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh!
You really have to take this guy with you. He is pretty invaluable.
Alright.
You can't let him out of your sight. He's gonna get whacked off.
No, just as a reward.
Yeah.
Plus, I mean, if he's into it, I wouldn't mind bringing him along. He is useful.
Yeah.
Do we have anything else we need to say to Pycelle before we go
Just
on?
picking up more stray pets as we go. First we started with a horse, now we got a boy. No, then we got a boy, and now we got a maester.
Fell on a witch, I don't know.
We found out we have strange sexual needs. Yeah, mine is urine, yours is cream that looks yellow.
I'm uncomfortable with this.
Lemon icing.
Lemon icing.
It's tasty.
Especially when it covers a tavern wench's breasts.
Alright, continuing.
It's one of Lot's favorite
Are
words.
we done with Pycelle?
Yeah, I was trying to ignore that.
Yeah. I'm done with Pycelle unless anybody else has anything.
Alright.
I think we're done with him.
Okay.
Do we, have we rolled to make sure that Pycelle is genuinely going to represent us?
You know what I end up doing? Is it my turn?
Yeah,
Can
let's
I
do
do something for a little
empathy.
while?
For a sec, we'll do
Empathy on Pycelle to see if he genuinely will take this to the king and be a witness for us.
He didn't say he was going to take it to King. He did say that he would testify in your favor, and he's gonna keep the pattern in safe.
If he will keep it safely and if he will testify on our behalf, I want to test that.
Yeah.
Empathy. Whoa.
Sorry.
That was empathy. I got a 1, so I reroll that. 16.
As far as you can tell, he is genuine.
All right.
As far as we can tell.
Great.
Freaking Pycelle. He's a walking lie.
We're all so bad.
Your accent just got so thick.
Really. I'm not sure what a law is, but
It's a walking lie.
Cool. I'd like to tell Maester Julian it has been a very long day for this. However, we would be honored if you would continue to accompany us if you would so desire.
Roll persuasion.
16.
He says, well, I don't feel, that comfortable back in my maester's quarters at the moment, so if you, I think I will accompany you for the moment.
Maester Pycelle or Julian?
Julian. Yeah, we just stole the Grand Maester
Yeah, it's true,
of
100%.
King's Landing. He's coming back to House Mechanists.
I got really afraid.
And can make troops uncomfortable forever. The end. Okay. Sweet. I think we should go back to our tent.
For the night.
Alright, so, I left the tent. I went to the woods, and I'm looking for herbs. And fungi.
You're a
As I
fun guy.
That I wanted to do that. Is that alright?
So you're going to leave and you're going to go try to find?
Yeah,
no one's at least
gonna go hide a body.
In the woods near
Yeah, the turning ground.
Okay.
Can I grab a drink while Hobart grabs some drugs?
Yeah. Can we
Okay.
get high? die later.
Okay.
Like
you're-
in game, like I want to go get a glass of water.
Okay.
Oh, go do it. So you're going to try to go into a forest?
Yes, I want to see if I recognize any of these plants.
Okay, that's gonna involve you exiting King's Landing.
Is that a problem?
Well, if you're not back, like, really fast, then they're not gonna let you come in through the gate in the middle of the night. Yeah, like right when it gets about this light out, like they're gonna say, all right, we're shutting it down.
All right, I'll just hang out then and wait.
To the next thing.
I'll see if I can find anyone who's willing to smoke weed.
Go back down and buy more weed.
I'll wait till our guys in the back.
Mysterious herb.
Do they serve you? No, I'm just hanging out. Smoking my pipe. Probably my pipe's done by now, but
How
just
close
hanging
to
out.
dark is it?
It's very close.
I collected
Okay.
some wood and from wherever we keep
You're
wood.
not in pain anymore, so.
What?
You're not in pain anymore. You were looking for pain.
It's about a half hour from twilight.
It's not that I'm not in pain anymore. It's that when I'm fighting an attorney, if I can take something that keeps my blood from spilling, then that'll help. B,
Maybe you should ask Daniel if he will go with you to a better apothecary.
I don't have any money anymore. B, if
He
I
wants
can
me
find
to pay for his
something
weed.
that kills all pain, or as much pain as I can, then if I get injured, I won't be thinking about it, and I'll just keep going.
Take the key.
That is called an opioid.
Yeah? That is called I Like to Win.